Dome with Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, Deontay Wilder news. Deontay Wilder been talking to one guy, basically, again, said basically everything he's been saying the whole time. You know what I mean? When he talked, he said basically the same thing. One thing is this: we trying to fight. So that's the bottom line. So Tyson Fury's not going to be able to fight on December the 5th, and they're going through mediation and seeing what's going to happen through that. Now, let's just be real. Mediation is just mediation, right? It's a cool title. It's a cool name. Walk around and say, "Oh, I'm the mediator." You know what I mean? It's cool. Or I'm the Senate leader. So if the mediator is Mitch McConnell, then what we going to get? You know what I'm saying? So, a lawsuit would be better, in my opinion. Where you go to court about some things because things have to be solved. And I just think a lawsuit would, if things happen or they didn't, but it would be solved and there would be a court case and then people can find closure. I just think that, it's a lot more involved than what we know, right? It's a lot more people involved than what we know. You talk about, hey, if this is true, people are going to be talking to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. You know what I mean? Fury going to have people that, want to talk to. People want to talk to UCAD about what's been going on with Fury. And who else? The WBC president. Why are you making these kind of decisions? And things like that. So it's a lot of stuff going involved with that, And so that's why it's pretty important. It'd be important for boxing because, boxing needs somebody to just keep them on their toes. Just to put it simple. Because there's a lot of shenanigans going on. We don't have to mention them in every single video, because it's overkill. But people are not going to pay attention anyway, if they pick sides, and especially if it has something to do with nothing with boxing, then it doesn't matter. You're talking against a wall, so just go and leave it alone. They're going to be what they're going to be. But I think that they have to have that fight. They moved it back because of the pandemic. Everybody knows that now. Let's go and see that trilogy fight, man, because, hey, they got a record 17 mil at the gate for the second fight. That's why they were trying to get a crowd. That's not going to happen now. So everybody's going to probably have to dial it down a little bit just to make the fight happen. But the bottom line is, when you're talking about, we've had the first fight, Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury an opportunity. We can all agree on that. The second fight was supposed to happen immediately. It didn't because who went and did something different? Tyson Fury did. In the meantime, Deontay Wilder fought hard fights. I think Dominique Breazeale's harder than Tom Swartz. And I think Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz is harder than anybody. I don't even fill in the blank. There's nobody harder than Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz that's boxing right now to be an opponent. So that's who he fought while waiting for Tyson Fury. Right? Then they fight a rematch. He gets smashed. But there's questions. So he just wants them answered. But it does not matter. Because Tyson Fury was given a chance on 2 occasions. So, hey, and I have a rematch clause. So this is actually not even a discussion. But it always is when it's, one kind of way. But it shouldn't be. It's not a discussion. So let's just go ahead and see what happens there. Now, Deontay Wilder was also saying no to this new Bridger weight from the WBC. And not even knowing, I didn't even go into the article, but he just said, no, it's not for me. The Bridger weight from 190 pounds to 220 pounds. Deontay Wilder doesn't want any of that. I'm used to knocking out people that's 30 pounds heavier than me. I've been doing it up until now, whatever. But maybe if somebody can be undisputed down there, maybe he might go do that. Because remember, he wanted to fight Alexander Usyk under 200 pounds, right? For the undisputed title at cruiserweight. So let's just see what Deontay says about that. But he also said he wants some Dillian Whyte. If he can't get the fight, he wants to Dillian Whyte, right? Okay, cool. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If Dillian Whyte got some Povetkin problems. But, because Dillian Whyte been calling him out over the years and avoiding Ortiz to get the fight. And we know what time it is with that. But he's mentioned Dillian Whyte. So that could probably happen. Who knows? I doubt it. But Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua, was like, hey, look, see? He said Dillian Whyte. Well, he didn't even say Anthony Joshua. Now, I don't want to patronize anybody because everybody knows damn well what's going on. But let me just explain that. right? Listen, Eddie Hearn offered Deontay Wilder AJ then, and then see if he doesn't answer that. But when we're just talking in a conversation, and somebody say who you want now, everybody knows Joshua is fighting Pulev, right? First, and then you could talk about what Joshua's going to do. You know, if Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, then he would fight Tyson Fury or whatever. You know, so we don't know what's going to happen there. But I'm guaranteeing you, it sounds like he didn't want your boy Anthony Joshua, and we all know that to be non-true. You know, just to put it like that. So at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder's talking. I just think that this lawsuit, maybe that's going to probably need to go down. Mediation is one thing to try to get the fight, but the lawsuit is going to probably have to go down because at the end of the day, you're going to want justice. And to get it, you're going to probably have to go to court. Unfortunately, but that seems to be the way it's going to be. Dome Sports Talk Worldwide. And we up out of here, y'all. Peace.